네, 오늘은 pet peeve에 대해서 어떤 이야기를 들어볼지 굉장히 궁금한데요. 이번 주에 첫 번째 이야기이고요. 누가 이야기를 해주시나요?
Today we have a clip sent to us from Sarah from Australia.
Yes, the warm country. Well,
Right.
at least right now.
Right now it's warm, and she usually has very pretty backgrounds. So I wonder where she is.
네, 그럼 이번에는 세라 씨가 어떤 예쁜 장소에 있을지, 물론 뭐 예쁘지 않은 장소에 있을 수도 있겠지만 살짝 봤는데 또 이렇게 겨울에 우리가 나도 저런 곳에 가 있으면 좋겠다라는 생각이 들 수 있는 장소에서 평소에 불만스럽게 생각하는 pet peeve에 대해서, 물론 개인적인 겁니다. 이야기를 해줄 텐데요. 한번 불러볼까요?
Sarah 씨,
나와주세요.
One of my pet peeves is actually when you're walking down the footpath and someone's walking towards you and you move to the side a little bit, but they don't move and they just keep walking straight at you. So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking and so you don't bump into each other. That really annoys me because if each of us just move a little bit, then we can walk around each other and it's not a problem. But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself, then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. So for me, that's a really big pet peeve of mine.
네.
Oh.
지금 한국에서 밖에 나가서 이렇게 물에 발을 담그고 있다면 굉장히 춥겠죠. So it's the opposite, right?
Right.
The weather is the opposite from Korea.
Right.
Anyway,
Which makes it great to see her clip. So thank you for that. I
makes
need
us,
a vacation.
makes us jealous. Anyway, what is the first line that Sarah says?
She says, one of my pet peeves is actually when. One of my pet peeves is actually when.
네, 이 문장으로 이야기가 시작이 됐었죠. One of my pet peeves. pet peeves라는 것은 개인적으로 싫어하는 건데 개인적으로 그 사람을 짜증나게 하는 것, 사람마다 다 다르겠죠. 보통 하나가 아니고 여러 개일 거 아니에요.
Yeah.
네.
Like, for example, one of my pet peeves is
Yeah.
just you. Everything you do. That's a pet peeve.
Many people watching, they misunderstand.
Right,
오해하시는
okay.
분들이 있는데 사실
Let's
네,
use it properly. One of
네.
my pet peeves is when people walk very slow.
그렇죠. 이렇게 이제 서로 싫어한다고 오해하실 수도 있지만 그런 건 아닙니다. 그냥 예를 재밌게 들고자 하는
Right.
거고. So people walking slowly in front of you?
Yes, it's one of my pet peeves. What about you?
일단 메간 선생님이 싫어하는 거는 앞에 사람이 천천히 걸어갈 때고.
Yeah.
저도 있어요. 저는 one of my pet peeves, 이 문장 그대로 써서 one of my pet peeves is actually when the escalator moves too slowly. 에스컬레이터가 너무 느릴 때는 저는 그냥 계단으로 갈 때 있어요.
Okay, final one. One of my pet peeves is actually when people are standing on the left side of the escalator when you should be able to walk up.
아, 빨리 좀 걸어가고
Because the
싶은데.
escalator is too slow.
Yeah, but they say you shouldn't walk at all on the
Really?
escalator too. 아예 걸어서는 안 된다라는 또
But
운동도
it's the
있잖아요.
culture. Everybody just walks on the left, right?
Yeah, I think it's a global thing. Anyway, 이 문장 그냥 갖다가 여러분 쓰시면 돼요.
Right.
One of my pet peeves is actually when 하면서
people
맞아요.
blah blah blah.
주어, 동사 쓰시면 됩니다. 그럼 그 중에 하나가 무엇인지 바로 다음 문장에서 볼까요?
You're walking down the footpath and someone's walking towards you. You're walking down the footpath and someone's walking towards you.
아직 정확하게 내용은 나오지 않았어요. 아직 지금 setting up
Right.
단계입니다. You're walking down the footpath. footpath는 뭐죠?
It's just like a little path made out of rocks or a sidewalk sometimes.
네, 그냥 길이라고 보시면 될 것
Yeah.
같아요. footpath.
But a person, like a road that people walk on.
That's right.
Not for like cars or bikes.
Not a road.
Right.
도로는 아니고 그냥 사람들이
Right.
걸어 다닐 수 있는 길인데 footpath를 foot, 발, path 그 이동할 수 있는 경로잖아요.
Usually with rocks though. I don't know.
네, 그러면 좀 street보다는 좁을 것 같아요.
Right.
네, 어느 정도. 그러니까 서로 비켜줘야 되는 거죠. You're walking down, 따라서 쭉 걷는 거고요. down은 내려가는 게 아니고 along the footpath. 여기서 말하는 you는 당신이 아니고 일반적인 you이고요.
Right.
And someone's walking towards you. 누군가가 나를 향해 걸어오고 있어요. And what happens?
And you move to the side a little bit, but they don't move. And you move to the side a little bit, but they don't move.
다시 한번 여기서 you는 지금 본인을 말하는
Not
거예요.
you, but just anyone or in this situation, right?
그렇죠. 1인칭으로 생각할 수 있는 모든 사람을 다 가리킬 수 있어요. 그래서 I라는 말이죠. When I
When I, right.
walk down the footpath and I move to the side. 그렇지만 설명을
Yeah.
묘사를 하다 보니까 전부 다 you라고 하는 거고요.
Uh-huh.
옆으로 살짝 비키는데 but they don't move.
The other person.
그렇죠. someone이라고 앞에 말했는데 또 someone이라고 말하면 이상하니까
Right.
he나 she로 말해야 될 텐데
Or
그게
they.
예, 남자인지 여자인지 모르니까 복수형인 they를 써버리는 거죠. 그 사람은 비키지 않을 때 나는 비켰는데 이 사람은 그냥 걸어갈 때 그게 싫대요. Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. That's actually one of my pet peeves too. Now that I think about it.
I see.
Uh-huh.
And?
And they just keep walking straight at you.
오,
And they just keep walking straight at you.
이게 오늘의 핵심 문장으로 소개됐던 문형이죠. And they just keep walking
Walking
straight
straight
at
at
you.
you.
Walking at 이 부분은 좀 설명이 필요할 것 같아요.
All right.
Walk
So
at.
walking is just walking, but when you're walking at something, you're walking towards something.
맞아요.
You're walking in that direction. Right.
그리고 at이라는 것은 또 재밌는 게 shoot at, walk at, 뭐 grab at 또는 poke at, at이 들어가면 그 at 뒤에 나오는 것 자체가 관역처럼 like a target. You might hit it or miss it.
Right.
맞힐 수도 있고 놓칠 수도 있어요.
Right, but you're aiming at that thing,
그렇죠.
whether you hit it or not. The focus or aim is there.
맞아요. 그렇기 때문에 여기서 walk at 자체도 그 사람 내가 서 있는 이 곳이 그 사람의 약간의 관역처럼
Right,
되는 거죠.
right. But they're probably not going to hit you, right? But just in your direction.
맞아요. 그래서 grab, 잡다라고 할 때도 grab 하면 실제로 잡은 거고요. He grabbed my arm 하면은 내 팔을 잡았다. He grabbed at my arm 하면은 팔을 잡으려고 애쓰는 거예요.
Right, but maybe he grabbed it, maybe
네.
he didn't.
네, 결과는 몰라요.
Yeah.
그래서 그 at 그 느낌을 이제 이 walk at 또는 뭐 grab at, aim at 이것으로 좀 느끼실 수 있으면 좋겠고요.
Or run at.
run at 그쪽을 향해서 가는 거죠. 다음 문장.
Okay, so the next sentence, we first have to take a look at the clip, so let's watch.
So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking. So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking.
뭔가 비슷한 부분이 반복이 됐는데요.
Yeah, well, she didn't. She actually said different things. So let's take a look at it, and I'll read it for you.
오케이.
So you have to step all of the way out of the way so that they can keep walking.
이렇게 말을 했죠.
Uh-huh.
So 그래서 길을 가는데 나는 비켜줬는데 상대방은 안 비켜주면 you have to 여기서 you는 물론 세라 씨 본인을 말하는 겁니다.
Right.
Step all of the way 그 이동 거리가 있겠죠.
Right.
옆으로 비켜야 되는 그만큼이 way이고 그
Right.
전체를 out of the way 비켜주는 거죠.
Right,
So the set is step out of the way.
right. She stepped out of the way. So in that little space, usually, you know, both people should step a little bit, but she has to go the full way,
그렇죠.
all of the way out of the way.
맞아요. 그래서 원래는 step out of the way,
Right.
move out of the way. 이제 비켜주다라는 문장이 있는데 그 표현이 있는데 그 거리 전체를 움직여야 된다라고 해서 all of the way를 넣으니까 step all of the way out of
Out
the
of
way.
the way.
반복처럼 들리는 거죠.
Yeah, and instead of all of the way, you could change it to something else. You know, you could say step to the right, out of the way.
아하.
Right. So she's using all of the way to just kind of explain the way. Right?
그렇죠, 그렇죠.
Yeah.
그 전체 거리를 나 혼자 이동한다는 걸 말하고 싶어서 넣은 거지. Step out of the way 이거 자체가 비키다라는 뜻입니다. So they can keep walking. 상대방이 계속 걸을 수 있게끔 말이에요. Alright. 자, 이 부분 다시 들어볼까요?
So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking. So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking.
So you have to step out of the way so they can keep walking, and so you don't bump into each other. And so you don't bump into each other.
그렇죠. 그 사람이 갈 수 있게 비켜준다는 이야기는 충돌을 피하는 거죠.
Right.
So you don't bump into
Into.
each other. So 다음에는 of course that is omitted. that이 생략이 되어 있고요. So that you bump into라는 거는 물론 우연히 만난다. I bumped into someone the other day. 이렇게 하면 우연히 만나는 거지만 물리적으로 실제로 충돌하는 것도
Yeah. Actually bumping into people. is actually bumping into as well.
맞아요. 그리고 자동차 앞에 보면 bumper가
Oh,
있잖아요.
yeah. It's a bumper because that's the first. So when you bump small things, it doesn't really damage the full car, right?
맞아요.
You can bump things with your bumper.
네.
Try not to, but it might happen.
그렇죠. 그리고 이제 bump라는 것 자체가 이렇게 약간 툭 치는 거여서 주먹으로 fist bump, 파운드 할 때 이게 fist bump죠. fist bump.
Bump.
Alright, let's move on.
And next she says, that really annoys me because if each of us just move a little bit, that really annoys me because if each of us just move a little bit.
That really annoys me. 그것이 저를 정말 짜증나게 해요. 또는 그것 때문에 제가 짜증이 나요라는 말이죠. 왜냐하면 because if each of us 우리 둘 중에 한 명 각각이 just move a little bit 이라고 했는데 둘 다 조금씩 움직이게 되면 when you say each, it's usually the third person. 3인칭이잖아요.
Oh, when you say each?
Yeah, each.
Alright.
그런데 여기서는 이제 us니까 she doesn't say each of us moves.
Right.
She says each of
Each of
us
us
move라고 하고 있어요. 이제 we랑 연결이 돼서
Yeah, I was
그렇게.
about to say we move, right?
Yes, alright. 그래서 조금씩 움직이게 되면은 어떻게 될까요?
Then we can walk around each other and it's not a problem. Then we can walk around each other and it's not a problem.
네, 그러면 서로 walk around each other 이렇게 길을 가다가 서로 이렇게 돌아가는 느낌 딱 나오죠? Walk
Right.
around each other. 서로 이렇게 보는 건 아니지만 그냥 이렇게
Yeah.
and it's not a problem. 문제가 되지 않겠죠. However narrow that footpath might be. 네, 아무리 좁아도 그냥 지나갈 수 있겠죠?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And the next sentence, we also have to take a look at the clip, so let's watch.
But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself. But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself.
뭐라고 했나요?
She said, but when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself.
네. But 그런데 when you think 이렇게 생각한다면 you're so special. 너무 특별한 나머지 이렇게 할 수 있다고 생각한다면 그건 문제다라는 말인데 앞에서 계속 you 하다가 또 여기서 you 나왔는데 앞에 나왔던 you하고 지금 you는 다르네요.
It's different, right? So the first you, she's talking about herself. And this you, she's talking about the other person.
맞아요. 헷갈릴 수 있겠어요.
Yeah.
네, 공부하는 입장에서는 자꾸 you 하는데 이게 어떤 사람을 가리키는지 생각해야 되니까 그렇지만 문맥으로 충분히 파악할 수 있고요. But when you think, 생각한다면 you're so special that 워낙 특별한 나머지 이럴 수 있다고 you get to just walk right down the middle of the road or middle of the footpath by yourself. 워낙 특별해서 그냥 혼자서 길 한가운데를 걸어가도 된다고 생각한다면 이제 이 가운데가 좀 빨랐던 것뿐이죠. You just get to, or you get to just, you get to just walk.
You get to just walk down. Some people say it like that. You get to just walk down.
네.
Yeah.
혹시 you get to가 생소하신 분들이라면 get to는 뭐뭐 하게 되다 또는 할 수 있다.
Yeah, you can. You are able to, right?
Yeah.
Did you get to transfer the money to me this morning?
I didn't because I don't owe you anything.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. 이런 말도 할 수 있어요. 열심히 공부를 해서 뭐 어떤 걸 했더니 I get to have dinner with the Queen of England.
Oh, and I get to hear about it later, so please tell me later.
네, 둘 다 뭐뭐 하게 된다, 할 기회가 생긴다 이렇게 이야기한 거죠. 다음 문장으로 가기 전에 한번 더 들어볼까요?
All right.
But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself. But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself.
Then in the next sentence, we also need to look at the clip, so let's watch it right away.
Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute.
네, 어렵지 않은 단어들인데 다 묶여 있었어요. 하나씩 좀 덩어리로 한번 확인해 보겠습니다.
All right. Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute.
문장 뜻은 then it means 그러면 무슨 의미가 되냐면 I have to 제가 뭐뭐 해야 된다. sort of 뭐 조금이란 뜻이죠. jump out of the way 뛰어서 밖으로 비켜주는 거죠. at the last minute 막판에 그런데 발음상으로는 sort of
jump out of the way.
jump out of the way
Sort of.
그다음에
Sort of.
네, 그다음에 at the last minute 이것도 다 연결이 됐었고요. When you step out of the way 비켜주는 거잖아요. You move out of the way.
Yeah, you move out of the way or get out of the way.
그런데 jump라고 하니까 더 빠른 느낌이 나죠.
Yeah, it's just like it's more like an emergency. It's like we're walking and you're not gonna move. Like you move at the last minute
그렇죠.
really quickly.
비켜 할 때
Yeah.
jump out of the way.
Right.
실제로 점프를 하는 하나 둘 셋 이건 아니지만
Right.
그냥
It just means getting out of the way.
예, 빨리 걸어가는 것을 이제 더 빠른 그 느낌을 살리기 위해서 jump 하는 거고요. At the last minute, what does it mean?
At the last minute means at the last possible second before you bump each other.
Yeah, right
So
before.
not way before, but right before.
Yes. Sometimes we have plans, appointments to meet other people.
Right? So if we're going to meet at 4 o'clock, then
So I can cancel a meeting with you
at the last minute.
막판에.
So that
취소할
would be
수도 있겠죠.
3:59.
Yeah.
That is the last minute, really. But maybe from 3:30 and
그렇죠.
forward would be last minute.
사실 막판이라는 것도 이건 완전 주관적이어서 뭐 예를 들어 메간 선생님이 집에서 나와서 그 약속 장소까지 2시간 걸린다. 그러면 제가 2시에 전화해서 at the last minute 취소하는 것도 last minute 될 수
That's
있겠죠.
true. Good point.
Yes. All right. Let's hear this part 2 more times.
Okay.
Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. Then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute.
So for me, that's a really big pet peeve of mine. So for me, that's a really big pet peeve of mine.
네, 정리하면서 문장이 이렇게 나왔습니다. 그래서 저는 그게 정말 불만스러운 일이에요. So that's a really big pet peeve that I have. 이거를 of mine 이렇게 표시했죠. Of mine이라는 것은 그냥 my가 뒤에 온 거라고 생각하시면 됩니다. It's an honor of mine. 제 입장에서 영광입니다. To meet you in person 뭐 이런 말도 있고요. Okay, so I think that concludes the story by Sarah in Australia.
It does. So before we jump into the next corner, let's take a look at this 2 more times.
One of my pet peeves is actually when you're walking down the footpath and someone's walking towards you and you move to the side a little bit, but they don't move and they just keep walking straight at you. So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking and so you don't bump into each other. That really annoys me because if each of us just move a little bit, then we can walk around each other and it's not a problem. But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself, then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. So for me, that's a really big pet peeve of mine. One of my pet peeves is actually when you're walking down the footpath and someone's walking towards you and you move to the side a little bit, but they don't move and they just keep walking straight at you. So you have to step all of the way out of the way so they can keep walking and so you don't bump into each other. That really annoys me because if each of us just move a little bit, then we can walk around each other and it's not a problem. But when you think you're so special that you get to just walk right down the middle by yourself, then it means I have to sort of jump out of the way at the last minute. So for me, that's a really big pet peeve of mine.
네, 또 재미있는 표현들 준비했죠?
We did. It's time for Street
Smart.